Welcome everyone. I'm sitting down with Guilherme Reis, Boleiro, Raiz, Brazilian roots or baller roots?
Boleiro is football player, or soccer player, and Raiz roots. So, baller, yeah. Roots baller.
Boleiro, Raiz.
Yeah, Boleiro.
All right. So you say you played in Europe, you played in England, you played in America. How did you get to Europe, and how did that experience shape you?
Right, so that was the next step in my career, right? So I finished playing in the United States. I didn't know what to do next. It's really difficult to get into the MLS, especially because I played in Division 2. It wasn't a Division 1 school. So I thought my soccer career was over. I thought that's it. And that's a stage with I think every college athlete goes through. It's like you've been doing this your whole life, and then it comes to a point where you need to stop and you need to start working in a normal job, like an 8 to 5 job, and you can't really follow your dream, right? Because if you're a college athlete, you've been doing that your whole life, and you want to continue doing that for your whole life, or until you're like 40 years old or something in a competitive environment. So through Raiz, right? They sent an email, which is right there.
Raiz. So that's how we met.
Yeah.
Guy and I met through Raiz, Richmond International Academic Soccer Academy.
So they sent an email to my coach, and my coach sent it to me. So I was like, I can continue playing soccer and in Europe in the same, like more or less the same scheme that we're playing. So I was like really excited, and I was like, is it too good to be true, or how can we do that? And if you can explain more about Raiz, that'll be cool because you're explaining better than me.
No. So Raiz is the program that we met, and that I've also reached out to. They reached out to me saying, "Oh, we have this experience," and it was such an unbelievable kind of experience. Where
did you know that was possible before they contacted?
Didn't really know that was possible.
Me neither.
Get your master's as well as play after college. We always think 4 years. If you're not going to the MLS, then that's it. If you want to go get your master's, you can't play for that 5th year unless you did a red shirt. But if you play your 4 years, you want to get your master's after, that's the end of soccer.
Yeah.
Unless you're.
It's like a sad moment when you're like your senior year, you play your last game, and you're like, but it doesn't have to be the end.
So soon to find out, right? So it made us realize that it didn't have to be the end. We can still continue our education. We can still continue to live our dream, activate our dream, and playing the game that we love and have passion for in another country as well.
So that opened up a whole new world, for us. And after living in England, I found out about all the leagues that are available in England, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and the list goes on. And you can still play at like a really good level and keep studying or keep working. And if you're good enough, you can make it to the big leagues. And after playing in England for a year, I went to live in Spain, and I'm now playing the Spanish 3rd Division. And it's awesome because one of my teammates got offered to go up to like Segunda B, which is the next tier. And from that you can go to 2nd Division or 1st Division. And that's amazing because if you're young enough, I lost a couple of years because I didn't play for a year before going to England. And then after I graduated in England, I also stopped playing again, so I lost a lot of time because I didn't have the knowledge, that it was possible to keep playing and studying and working in other countries. Playing, you don't have to be like in Real Madrid or Barcelona. You can still make your way up, and I didn't know that was possible. I thought it was like you make it or you don't, but that's not true. And I think the majority of people think if they don't make it to the pros when they're like 18, 19, 20, they're done, and that's not true.
That's an awesome realization for a lot of people,
yeah.
No doubt. So moving a little bit on, I'm aware that you're getting your doctorate
Yeah.
in Spain as well. What are you getting your doctorate in?
So I'll say it in Spanish, is Doctorado en Economía y Empresa. So it's basically a PhD in Economy and Business. It sounds a lot harder than it actually is, but well, it is kind of hard. But yeah, I've been always playing and studying. I've been a student athlete for almost 10 years in the US, and then in England, and then in Spain, because I think I have like this like way of thinking that, like making like a poker analogy, you shouldn't like just go all in one part of your life. You can go like in principle that I learned in college, personal finance, that you have to have like a diversified portfolio.
Diversify your market.
Yeah, so it's the same for your life. If you're making an investment, you don't invest everything in one company, because if that company like makes a bad decision, then you lose all your money. So it's the same for your life. So I've invested a lot of my time and efforts in soccer, but also in my studies and also working, because something goes wrong, you can fall back on the other parts of your life that you have invested on. And I've always invested in studying. I've always been playing and studying. And to be honest, I don't really like studying, but I think it's necessary. And if now I'm 27, I'm not going to be playing football for too long. But my career is going to be going on until I'm like, I don't know, old, like 60s, 70s. So my PhD is something, it's like my first dream would be a football player, soccer player. And then my second dream was to be like a professor at university. That's why I'm doing my PhD.
So getting to the question, back to kind of what you just touched on, is there any other dreams that you do have? And so what are those dreams? Could you tell us a little bit more about what are those dreams?
Yeah. So like we were talking yesterday, I was talking with Brendan about how we, in our daily lives, we have a thought, and you're like, wow, it would be really cool to do that. But then you just forget about it and you just don't know how to do it. I don't know. So I have dreams, like, I guess you can say like smaller dreams, daily like everybody else. And one of my latest was last year. I started my YouTube channel like 1 year ago. And I was like, wow, it'd be really cool to show my life playing soccer and maybe like help people doing it, and making videos is really cool. So this was one of my most recent dreams that actually came true. 1 year ago, I didn't even have a channel. Now I have a small Brazilian audience, and I've helped these people because we get in contact. Like I've helped like maybe I don't know if like hundreds or dozens of people to reach their dreams of get a soccer club and get tryouts for teams in Europe and in the US, get scholarships. So sometimes when you have a dream, you also have a huge impact on other people's dreams, and that's why it's really important to act on your thoughts and put it into practice, because it's going to be good for you and good for everybody if you have good intentions. So yeah, I guess being a YouTuber, being a professor, being a soccer player, an actor, and all that.